Okay, welcome to the Friday update. I'll make this short and simple, and I'll give some levels to trade off. Okay, last Friday we said that on the midweek update, I gave this trade right here, and it netted at least 14% from that low. And moving on, the level to gain again was this one and this one as well. Then we closed through that level right here and created another liquidity gap right here. Okay, so the next line of action, since we are closing above, we did close above those liquidity gaps, we would expect this LG is the next target. This LG is the next target again if we do rebalance below. So okay, a trade I can think of off the top of my head is trading this EQ right here, since we did get the reversal here on the liquidity gap created. Then the next target will be this liquidity gap right here, and from there we can target 22.12152 again. Then if we close above it, then the next target would be 23k. Okay, on the daily chart, let's check the daily chart. Okay, this seems awfully bullish to me. Okay, a reason I see that 25k's probability is that we closed above these liquidity gaps right here. We close above these liquidity gaps right here. Then the next target, the next liquidity gap available is actually higher up at 26.5 and 25k. From there, I guess this temporary reversal is for us to rebalance the market once again, and once we rebalance the market, we can expect another leg down on the daily chart, same as this. Since we rebalanced again, then created another leg down, and it's the same all throughout the market. Then once we reach 25k, I am expecting to short this on the daily, although I'm not expecting it to hit right away or to hit within next week. But unless we see some liquidity gap reversals right here, 25k is a fair target for the daily chart. Okay, you see the Batman pattern right here. Still fairly bullish temporarily. So let's get back to the 4-hour time frame and explain the trade that can be taken. Okay. Okay, so if we close below this, okay, if we close below okay, 8 minutes, it's decided. It will be decided, the candle will be decided. So let me pause this video real quick and come back when we close this 4-hour candle right here. Okay, we're back. Okay, since the H4 candle did close above, I mean below this liquidity gap, we're expecting a continuation of the move until here. Then we're going to expect this level to be let's say protected for now. If we want a continuation of the move, we would expect this 21.25 $21,282.5 to $21,050 to be protected. But if we close a candle through it like this, so the next target would be the next LG, as simple as that. Then if we continue doing that, then the next target would be the next LG as well. Then the same goes for here, then the same goes below. But since we are bullish on the daily, I would expect that at least up to here would be protected and not fully retrace on this move right here. But if we look at the daily again, since we haven't had a chance to let's say we haven't taken any daily liquidity gap, we would still expect price to keep going up, at least at the 0.5 to rebalance the market. But until then, let's stick with the H4, since we are already bullish on the daily and the H4. Why not just trade the plan? So the trade I'm what's this? So okay, a trade I'm looking forward to is actually this one, where continuation would be from 21,282.5, or you can just bid this as well for safer reasons. Then if you bid this LG, the stop loss would be if candle closes below 21,050. 21,050 closing below that would mean that the flow is confirmed on the downside, and you would expect price to at least touch 20,600 again. So that's not really far with just a 2% move. Okay, since this is the let's say this is the plan for trade number 1. This is not this was my initial plan, but it kept on moving up, so I'm gonna hold that for now and make this trade number 1. Trade number 1, bid either the 0.5 or the LG with invalidations below. It's easy as that. Then if you want to short this, what's this? If you want to short this move, I guess you can up until 21,282. You just have to move on the 30-minute time frame or the 5-minute time frame if you want. So here we can see a change of character. Then if we look closely, we have a liquidity gap right here. Then once we had a break of structure, we'd expect a rebalance as well. Then we can bid this, and then short the move all the way down. Put your stop loss above here. 21,282 is around here for a 3-hour trade. This is a valid trade with your first TP, of course around here, since this is a level, this is an obvious level. Then price might bounce here, but if you short, you can take profit here for 1.76 hour trade. 2.282 is for the full one is 3.95 R. And then actually, okay, let price close below this LG, first, so that we can confirm the move down. Okay, so once we confirm the move down, we can lower that, we can lower this, then we can actually target this. Yeah, let me get rid of the 4-hour time frame LG. Okay, so we have this first, level of TP. Then since we have LG here as well, we have that third. Then the next one we have this. Okay, 3 levels of TP. Let the candle close here, then let it rebalance here, or if you want it to rebalance higher, if you want a greedier entry, you would set your bids until here. Okay, so that's not such a big move. You can actually bid all the way, I mean scale your bids. But if you really want an entry, an immediate entry, this can be your entry, 21.9k after closing below 21.7k. So, but yeah, and you'll use these levels as your TP. Okay, so that's it for the plan if you want to scalp short. But if you don't want short, you can just follow. Okay, let me name this trade number scalp number 1, and trade number 1 is on the 4-hour. Okay, you can always bid this. Okay, you can always bid this level and just wait for it. Okay, that's it for Bitcoin. Just take note that short-term wise we are in bullish, and macro wise we are still bearish. On the weekly, yeah, it's still pretty much bearish on the weekly. We took this liquidity gap right here, then yeah, see that we are going to rebalance the price. So another short area would be 24.2k, just because of this big candle of the liquidity gap of this candle. Okay, that's another level to keep in mind, 24.2k, then 25k. Okay, just take note that macro is still bearish. We are in a 7-month downtrend. 7-month November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. 8 months of downtrending. So keep that in mind. And there's no immediate reversal. There's no reversals yet. I would think that there would be if we manage to reclaim 26.5. Then we would be safe to long. But anticipating that would make us lose on a lot of trades, since this is the weekly time frame. So we won't see that anytime soon, and let's just stick to our 4-hour time frame, the favorite time frame. Okay, that's it for Bitcoin. Let me get into Solana for an interesting alto trade. Okay, for Solana, we are pretty much bullish as well, but we are looking to rebalance or retrace this price right here on the daily. If we manage to close tomorrow, if we manage to close below 37.65, I am expecting that we would actually sweep lower. Okay, since we have taken the liquidity gap, we have taken this liquidity gap right here on the daily, but if we do manage to put another reversal here, I am expecting that to clear at least this equal low, this low, like like a sweep of the low. If we are indeed bullish in the short term, these are possibilities. But as you can see, we don't have gaps within this area right here, so I'm not anticipating anything. I don't know, I honestly don't know where this will bounce on the daily, but we do have our H4 chart. If we see this, we are just claiming LGs on the daily. The next LG is actually on this high at 44.5. That's a possible target, given that BTC would also be bullish as Solana. I mean, yeah, that's the simplest explanation I can give. But yeah, this would take at least 2 to 3 weeks before it reaches that level. It depends, honestly. It really depends on Bitcoin. So whatever Bitcoin is doing, that would be what the alts will do. Okay, on the 4-hour time frame, let's jump in on our favorite time frame. Since we see this LG right here, then we see this reversal right here as well, then we would expect this LG to be protected. But if we close below it, okay, you don't see any LG here. If we close below this one, another possible target would actually be down here at 34, just like what happened last week when we shorted this from here up until here. Okay, I gave that on stream. We shorted this at the 0.5. Okay, from there we shorted it to here. Okay, so rolling over isn't completely out of the question. Okay, this is this big gap in price can actually be filled. Okay, don't think anything is not possible with crypto and with Bitcoin. Okay, there's a chance as well that we just punch through all these levels without even giving a reaction. Okay, so for now, just stick to the plan, like what we did right here on the week that I gave that trade. What we did right here can also be done right here, and you know, we just react when the market changes, when the flow of the market changes. And you know, you should be able to be flexible on your sentiments, and just as we did. Okay, and just recapping, last week we were bearish on these highs. We were bearish on these highs, but this week we managed to catch another long here just by waiting for our confirmations. We didn't crush anything here. We didn't see any trade right here, so it made no sense to it made no sense to rush into a trade without our confirmations that we are indeed going up. Okay, although given that we did have fewer trades, like twice or once a week, Look at these movements. We shorted from here to here. That's a 12% move. Then we long from here up until here, and that's at least 15% move. So you get my point that we don't need to rush a trade. But if you really want to trade, you can jump into the lower time frame, like I said, on this one, on the 30-minute time frame, and you can do your thing. If you have any sort of strategies or anything, you can use it as much as you want. And I don't really let's say, I don't really mind what you're doing with your trading, but just get your directions right, just get the flow right, and you can have your own entry techniques and systems. So that's it for Bitcoin and Solana. With Atom, this was a pretty bullish coin. I had a trade here from this 6.96 up until here. What's that? 37%. Just really nice. Okay, but I'm not gonna go over that. Okay, same goes for this one. We close below this. This will be our next target. Okay, and we are actually expecting this level to hold, given that the market is bullish too. Okay, what could be a trade with this one? Okay, just target the LG again, then put your stop loss below the wicks of these candles. Then I think you're good to go with this. Okay, just entry on the 0.5 and make your stop loss a bit wide, so that you give the setup a bit more room. Okay, I resetted my charts, and Atom and Sol is all I have for now. And thank you for listening, and I hope you followed my plan last week and last week. By then, you should have at least 4 winning trades on Bitcoin, 4 massive trades on Bitcoin, honestly. So, okay, see you next week with another midweek update and a Friday update. Okay, see ya.